Right. This is a career mode idea that I thought could be cool. I'm sure people may have tried it already because it's the first year that I'm aware of that they're actually allowing you to, when you retire as a player, you can actually keep the player face. Because I remember trying this last year and trying to do something like retire as Ronaldo or Messi, but it just gave you a generic manager's face. But I've done a few of these. I think I have done a Ronaldo one, and I've done a James Milner one. But if you've ever done it, you'll know that when you retire, the actual options you get are quite bad. I think Ronaldo, my best option was West Brom. It was quite a fun first year, and with Milner, it was Sheffield United. But we'll see what we get when we retire with Özil. West Brom came up straight there. It'll be second tier Prem teams. I don't even think a Prem is a good option for Özil. I don't even know where I want to jump to once I get going. Stuttgart, probably that looks like the best option so far. I'd obviously want Werder Bremen, but it doesn't seem to have come up, so see what all our options are. Saint Etienne, not a bad option. Yeah, going back through. Yeah, Stuttgart, Gonzalo Castro, Mainz, Union Berlin, rocking Carrius. Yeah, Stuttgart, and it's given us a fair bit of week. Not that actually matters, but skip past that. This is the team. It's in quite an interesting formation. I think I will stick with this to sort of play how they. I think I'll play in the league with a three at the back, with wing backs more than actual full-backs. Not sure who we're going to bring in because obviously there's quite a drop off in players. Some good options, but a lot to drop off from. We don't have any other goals besides that one, because when you retire, it's like when you jump a club as a manager. It just gives you really easy objectives. Our youth options aren't great. The goalkeeper wasn't too bad, the Irish one. But we'll look into getting some of our own, see what the best scout is. This Polish one's not too bad. I probably will scout in Poland. I always tend to do that with my first outing with the scout. There's Poland. Playmaker. Yeah, the playmaker. May as well scout with the German one as well, but it's what we do, what we actually scout for. I never really go generic, just anything, because I find the ones that come back aren't that great. They're normally really average players, even when you've got a decent scout. I'm not sure, I think we're with the scouting options they've currently given us already there. I'll skip ahead as we do the training sessions. We got mainly A's, but a C, because I don't know why in the training sessions sometimes they'll make you do attacking scenarios with centre backs, and it's quite hard to actually pull them off. Yeah, I do end up scouting Bebu because he is quite a interesting looking player, and I'm sure if you played Ultimate Team you know he's quite a good player. But I don't know why they've given him us the option, because he is a rival, which I will soon find out, or the game will soon notify us about. Plattenhardt. I'm mainly scouting Plattenhardt because I'm not sure quite who the specialist is at Stuttgart for free kicks and things. I would like to make him into more of a midfielder because we've already got a lot of left backs, but because of his age that's not likely going to be a thing we can do, because trying to change a position at that age is going to take so many weeks. More training, because we've retired, we don't do any of the pre-season matches, which some people, if they are watching this, will actually probably be a fan of, because sometimes it takes so long to get to the first actual match. That, especially if you've got some pre-season competitions to go through. Castro giving us an idea of what we're aiming for. We do want to build with this team. It is quite. I will use some of the older players. Some I will want to get rid of, but people like Castro and I say the centre backs, but a lot of the old centre backs are really slow, so I probably would want some new ones. I don't think we have the luxury of doing that in our first transfer window, though. We need to bring some creativity into the team, because with how it showed before, Castro's a cam, and if Castro's an attacking option, he is quite good at going forward, but I would have put him more central. More training, but some emails. They've given us the option to swap, but I don't know if that's really a good idea realistically for us. It is coming from a Prem team. We could have some good potential, but that's risking it quite a lot. I think we should just take the first season with a lot of our actual starting 11 and see how we stand. Quite a drop off in some players, like I already mentioned. Yeah, just setting some players on loan, because, or at least giving them the option to be loaned out, because if someone actually put in a transfer for like not even £1 million sterling, I think it's in, I'm probably not going to take it because I can't really improve on that. Koulibaly is young, but I'm probably going to play him, but I'd see who puts the offers in, because if there's anything good, we'll take that. Wan-Bissaka, one of the main reasons I actually did jump to this team. I think everyone knows he's quite a good, low rated but good player. Yeah, just, even though some of these will obviously, I wouldn't want them to go, it is good to at least give them the option. Yeah, there's not a whole lot left now. It's like some of these are a bit old, or like they're not really going to get enough time to go off on loan and actually come back and improve. Yeah, these training sessions are a bit tedious, which is why I'll skip ahead. Similar result to last time. Some A's but a C. Oh, these are the loan players. They all normally understand that it is probably their best option. They might get the odd game, but we're going to be playing, I'd say, mostly all of the games. We might use that sim, which is quite new to this game, but only if we're ahead by like 2 or 3 goals. I'd probably jump out. But with the difficulty we've got it on, I don't think it's going to be quite that easy. Don't have to play them all, just sim this one and play the rest. You're trying to skip ahead of it here because it is a bit tedious. We know what we're after. I've not jumped straight into the transfer window, but I'm pretty sure I know what I want so far. Oh, I'm just skimming through it. I know it's sometimes it jumps or it doesn't stay up to sync. Yeah, they've all been scoured, but there's not a whole lot we could actually realistically buy here. Obviously, people like Jonathan Tah are quite expensive, even though it would just add that extra solid player to our defence. Yeah, we've not got a whole lot to play with. We can pick up a few, definitely more than one player, but we're soon going to be looking for scraps as soon as we pick up one decent player. Yeah, Bebu does play for Hoffenheim, so can't actually buy him, but yeah, rival club. Don't know why it was actually the game that sort of gave us him as a good scouting option straight away. He does look decent, but I don't think we should. We do actually have quite a decent striker to begin with. It's more giving him options. So Paulinho, very young. A lot of Leverkusen's players are young. 10 mil. We do accept quite easily, but I think that's a decent amount for him. It's probably going to be hard to argue crucial first team player off of him. First time seeing Özil in his manager seat. Yep, crucial. They're not really going to back down from that with our other options. 4 years. It's not going to make much difference if he's already got a crucial contract. It's mainly the wage, but I always try and soften or sweeten the deal a bit to make sure they don't kick off, even though I'm pretty sure they'd be happy with just the 30k a week. So that's our first signing, Paulinho. We'll have to change his number because I'm sure it's interesting. Yeah, I'm probably want him on the left. Yeah. Like I said, I do want to sort of use the older players as well to give us those results. Experience in the squad. But the quicker we can get them into the starting 11 our players, the better. Yeah. People like Badstuber are just a bit too slow. Paulinho changing his number. All of the good options are sort of taken, so bit of a problem with that. 17, yeah. Just trying to see what number I think. I think I end up with choosing 27 because I think it's a number that always looks quite nice, especially for a reserve or not crucial team player. I know he is a crucial team player, but if he just kicks one of the actual starting 11 off, like Tommy or Koulibaly or whatever, not going to be a good start to the season. Right, we're going to skip forward a bit here because get ever so closer to the first match at the Bundesliga. We're just making sure people have the option to go on loan here. I never really bother with the option to buy because even if you give them the option to do a normal loan, they normally just don't bother. They just storm out. Even though it would be good for both teams. Danny Proper. No. It would be a decent player, but I don't think it's better for us. Yeah, just looking at the old one. That youth player just wouldn't really work. Just make sure all these are red, because it gets on my nerves a bit. I know it does sort of time out after a couple of days pass. Some decent potential on some of these players. They get their extra in a couple of months. They'll come back with better understanding of if that potential's legit or not. Just moving on. Galatasaray now. Again, I would let him go to Galatasaray, but if he wants to actually buy him, because they don't have to do a whole lot to more or less make their money on the player. Just looking for our shortlist. Does look like a good player, but just a bit out of our budget at this stage. Also, their centre backs are also a bit too young and expensive. Don't know what kind of money we'll get next year if we even stay at Stuttgart. I would like to see what people think the next move should be. I know it's a bit early to say before even the first match, but it'd just be interesting to see what jobs we look out for as a bid for Plattenhardt. Yeah, I want Sozar, but I don't really want to give him up. I know it's left back for left back, but this is just experience and class I'm trying to add to the team. He's got a good free kick on him. I will try and play him in the midfield, as in I'll bring him on as a sub. He's got them sort of stats. He should be about as physical as most of the players. Probably pacier than most. I know the game will think he's out of position because he is. But because he's 28, I don't think it's really going to work any other way. Crucial because he's the highest rated left back. 3 years. Because then we'll be making another decision. Do we keep him? Do we move on? Someone better? With the amount of left backs, one of them would have probably overtaken him by then. And they're happy with that. I'm not sure if I should start him in the first match. Maybe bring him on halfway through, so he's on the bench. Yeah, this is where I try and see where we can get him to play, because I would like him to play centre mid, but because of his age it's just not realistic. Obviously CDM's more likely for the formation we're playing, as the actual CMs are a bit deep and the cams are obviously like left forwards and right forwards positions, playing for that striker to give him a lot of options. Well, he should get a lot of goals, hopefully. I know it's a bit of a waste of Wan-Bissaka with how pacey he is. He's got a decent shot, but I think we should play for a striker. He's also got good potential, I think. So we've got the possibility of selling him in the future, but he could become a club legend. A lot of these could. It doesn't matter if we just stay with Stuttgart. It is the ultimate question, really. Changing his number to 21 because that's his previous number. I know it moves someone else's number around, but I'll just skip ahead of this bit.